Good morning from the Protos newsroom. The date today is Monday the 26th of January, and you're listening to the Protos Daily. These are the headlines this morning. Outspoken Putin critic Alexei Navalny continues to receive Bitcoin donations even after being jailed for 30 days. Britain's former top cybersecurity chief has warned that hacked businesses are funding organised crime through ransom payments, and some of the most prestigious universities in the US have apparently been buying up crypto for at least the past year. At time of publication, Bitcoin is trading at $31,400, down 5.7% for the past 24 hours. The rest of the top 20 cryptos have seen a drop in the past day, with Ethereum dropping by 9% and Chainlink by 10%. As protests erupted across Russia last weekend, supporters of Putin critic Alexei Navalny donated 3.5 Bitcoin, $120,000, to one of two Bitcoin addresses linked to him. His supporters have donated more this month than in any month since September 2018, when he was coming to the end of another of his many prison sentences, and in total, the two addresses have received 729.9 Bitcoin, a stash worth more than $25 million. One of the addresses has also received about $74,000 worth of Bitcoin Cash. However, there have been no Bitcoin Cash donations for nearly 5 months. It should be noted that while Navalny's campaign once advertised the two addresses, his non-profit Foundation for Combating Corruption does not currently list Bitcoin as an official fundraising tool for legal reasons. However, Navalny's campaign website directed supporters to visit a second website that still does accept Bitcoin donations, using the same address found on archived copies of 2018.navalny.com. Navalny's Bitcoin caused a huge stir in 2019, when local media Russia Today claimed that the Foundation for Combating Corruption was fielding political donations via crypto as payment for high-profile investigations into allegedly corrupt Russian officials. In any case, the Bitcoin flowing into Navalny's crypto war chest still leaves just as quickly. The 3.5 Bitcoin it received during protests this weekend has already been taken out, but it's unclear what happened to it after that. One of the UK's top cybersecurity experts has warned that hacked businesses who pay off their attackers are inadvertently funding organised crime. Kieran Martin, who previously led the country's National Cybersecurity Centre, told The Guardian that the UK's lack of suitable laws means that there's nothing stopping companies from paying ransoms, often in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, to retrieve data. They then claim back losses in cash via their insurance. British legislation currently forbids businesses or individuals from paying ransom money to terrorists. However, the majority of ransomware attacks aren't terror-related, so these laws don't apply. According to Martin, the problem is only getting worse, and the powers that be need to, quote, look seriously at changing the law on insurance and banning these payments, or at the very least, having a major consultation with the industry. Last year, Travelex paid $2.3 million to regain control of its networks, and smartwatch maker Garmin also reportedly coughed up millions to recover files held hostage by hacking crew Evil Corp. A number of the most prestigious universities in the United States have been buying up cryptocurrency for at least the past year, according to a new report from CoinDesk. The report, published this week, claims that Harvard, Yale, Brown and the University of Michigan are among the institutions that have been using multi-billion-dollar endowments to purchase crypto directly from exchanges like Coinbase. If true, this would appear to be a logical next step after a number of universities, Yale, Harvard, and Michigan included, went public with their backing for 2 crypto-focused venture funds run by Andreessen Horowitz and Coinbase co-founder Fred Ehrsam. If you're not sure what an endowment is, it's basically a pot of money accumulated by an academic institution, usually from charitable donations, which is used to support teaching and research, or to purchase assets for investment purposes. And according to CoinDesk sources, a number of them have been allocating a small portion to crypto, and if they've been in it for the past 12 months, or so is reported, they could, quote, be sitting on some pretty nice chunks of return. JPMorgan yesterday issued a note to its clients detailing what could possibly cause a severe liquidity crisis among Bitcoin markets. As expected, the financial giant pointed to the Tether stablecoin, which is currently one of the main liquidity sources for Bitcoin, stressing the ongoing drama around Tether Limited, the company behind the stablecoin. Famously, Tether claims that all stablecoins are backed by a basket of cash and other cryptocurrencies. However, the company continues to refuse to disclose more information on what percentage of its holdings are cash or cryptos, as well as which cryptocurrencies are being used to back the issuance of Tether. Tether, which currently has a market cap of $25 billion, is certainly a major player in the crypto industry, and should investors lose confidence in the company, it could trigger an event similar to March 2020, points out the note. Only a couple of weeks ago it was hinted that Tether could be up for a long-expected audit this year. Whether this is actually going to happen, I guess we'll need to wait and see. One of the biggest and most prominent investment management firm, Rothschild, has revealed in a filing with the Security Exchange Commission that it has increased its position in Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust by up to 6,000 shares, meaning its total stake now stands at over 30,400 shares. Following this move, Rothschild now holds about $1 million worth of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares, which are currently trading at a little over $33. Prior to the filing, Rothschild reportedly owned 24,500 shares back when Bitcoin was trading below its $20,000 all-time high. Although it's impossible to say exactly what triggered this decision by the firm, it is safe to say that the increased institutional interest towards Bitcoin and Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust has played a significant part. The trust allows institutional players to gain exposure to the world's biggest cryptocurrency without having to worry about safekeeping. Grayscale, which now holds over $28 billion worth of crypto for its clients across a number of funds, has seen an increase of over 1,000% in the past year alone. Thank you for listening. To stay up to date with the latest from the world of crypto, make sure you subscribe to the Protos Daily on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all other major podcast providers.